Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I have the pleasure to be joined by lightweight prospect Tumi Phillips. Tumi, how are you today, mate? Another media day, another fight on DAZN. It's all coming up Millhouse for you, mate.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Before turning pro, I did not think this would be, the outcome. It's crazy. I got to thank Johnny, man, for the opportunity, because it could be different, I'm in a position where a lot of fighters would love to be in, so I'm grateful, man, grateful.
Definitely, mate, as well. Obviously, we've spoken about your debut, right? Obviously, you were very critical of yourself. No one else needed to be for you. You were very critical. I mean, now the kind of dust has settled. We're back into camp now. Back in the corner with Kev as well. I mean, how do you reflect on that night moving into this one?
Yeah, a bit differently. I'm still critical. Don't get me wrong. What I want to achieve in the sport, I don't feel like that performance showed what I believe I can do, but in hindsight, yeah, I got a message from Johnny one day. He was like, your opponent boxed Liam Dillon, former British and Commonwealth champion, and he's 1 round away from a draw. So yeah, so it was like, in hindsight, mate, you did well. Dropped him. I saw he was scheduled for a load of other opponents after me, so I must have helped him with business there, but it was good, man. I fell asleep in there, really, if I'm going to be honest with you. It was like a dream, and I didn't wake up. It was like a third party. I was like out of body experience, and I still managed to drop him. So God knows what performances I can put on when I'm awake and switched on.
Definitely, mate. Back in the gym, back ready with Kev as well. I mean, I've seen you in the gym. Obviously, Ozzy's down there. Nina Hughes back into a massive world title fight, it looks like, as well. I mean, the team, the training environment, it looks more and more positive as the day goes on, mate.
Yeah, it's good, man. Honestly, the experience to be training alongside a former, and arguably she should still obviously be world champion, but to be around a world-class fighter day in, day out, it's priceless, It's something money can't buy. Obviously with Ozzy, I've started doing rounds with Ozzy, which is hell. I've got to stay switched on because my head will get taken off. But yeah, man, I can't have picked a better place to start off my career.
Definitely, mate, as well. Let's move on to December the 7th. I want to ask a question about Nina in a minute, but back on December the 7th, back on DAZN. Obviously, we spoke about this all ahead of your debut, but what another opportunity, another great platform to show the world what Tumi Phillips is about.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I've got to thank Johnny, man. I said this multiple times, but he's got a special place in my heart now. And I believe once I look back on my career, having achieved what I go on to achieve, I look back on these days and thank Johnny for the opportunity he gave me, because, he likes to call it small hall shows, and I respect him for calling it that, but I don't see it as that. And I could be on other shows not getting no coverage, to be on the biggest platform in boxing, it's a blessing, and I'm just truly grateful for the opportunity.
Definitely, mate, as well. Let's talk about those rounds with Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, obviously middleweight, there's a few divisions, super middle, I mean, it's even more divisions than I thought it was, I mean, but what's it like sharing a ring with someone who is high intensity, he's a lot bigger than you, he can whack a bit, I mean, what's it like being in a ring with someone who's, obviously at that southern area title level as well? Great fight with S.A. Smith last time out.
It's good, man. It's all experience in the bank. Listen, you can learn from everyone. Lighter fighters, heavier fighters. It just keeps me switched on, of course. Sometimes when I'm in there with guys my weight or a bit lower, I don't see the threat as much, whereas I know if I switch over with him, you could be in trouble. So it helps, man, and I'm glad to be rubbing shoulders with him.
Definitely. How has the sparring changed? Have we got any new name drops to drop into the interviews to me? I know you're not a man to do that, but any new people that you've been mixing it in with?
Yeah, to be fair, I will shout him out. I sparred Giorgio.
Oh, Visioli.
Yeah.
Shout out Giorgio, by the way, friend of the channel, great fight.
Yeah, mate. He, hands down, as a pro so far, that's the best work I've ever got. And I believe the hype, everyone said he's going to be, next world champion coming out of England and whatnot. I believe it. He's a great fighter, and it was a good experience sparring him.
Definitely, and can I just say, you couldn't ask for a better bloke either as well. What a nice guy as well. To me, I do want to talk about Nina Hughes for a minute as well. Obviously, stablemate, former world champion, but I've never actually asked the stablemate about I've asked her about being an inspiration, and Nina's too nice to agree with me. But 40 years old, world champion, took a break to become a mum, came back to boxing after winning, being on Team GB, winning national titles, become world champion. I mean, does it motivate you sharing the gym with someone as inspirational as someone like Nina Hughes?
Yeah, 100%. She's a beast, man, and she's so humble about it. You know, like you wouldn't, unless she told you, you wouldn't know she is who she is, which is great about her, down to earth, and you know, she's my type of person. You know, hard working, not braggadocious. You know, just goes about her work day in, day out, and she's brilliant at it. Obviously, the proof's in the pudding. She's been world champion. I believe she's ranked number 3 at the minute, Ring Magazine.
I think 2. I think because Dina's the champ, and then I think there's only one other person above it. Yeah.
So you know, the proof's in the pudding. Yeah, she's an inspiration for sure. You know what she's doing at 41, I believe she is now. I'm seeing young girls come to the gym, you know, trying to test her, and she's matching them all the way. You know, even at the age she is now, she's been in the game for a while. But yeah, man, I'm just excited for her to get this rematch and be back where she belongs.
Definitely, same, and long may it continue. And can I just say, I did watch last time I was in the gym. Her and Lauren Parker, I think, were some of the best rounds that I've seen from the pair of them as well.
Yeah, mate. She's been doing rounds with Shannon Ryan recently as well, and that's even better. So yeah, I'm privileged all the time to be able to get to see her sparring.
Definitely, shout out to Nina Hughes every single time. I mean, to me, I think I've taken up too much of your time today, mate. But any final words heading into another great opportunity for yourself on December the 7th?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to obviously all my supporters, you know, that come down, pay the hard earn money to come and watch me fight. You know, doesn't go unnoticed. Obviously, my sponsors, Kyla, A1 Cuts, been with me from the beginning. Joe Rogers, he's been with me since I was an amateur still, physio of mine. So yeah, I'm just grateful to everyone. December 7th, we go again, 2-0, God willing, let's go.
We're looking forward to seeing it. Tumi Phillips, thank you very much, my friend. Cheers, bro.